this is Jeana, and I'm here to bring you lesson 3 on using your Anma. So you've been doing, for 2 weeks, you've been using your Anma now. You've been using it on your forehead, and you've been using it on your scalp, and you've been doing your eye area. So a lot of those muscles now are starting to really soften up, and you're probably starting to see a lot more plumpness and softening in the muscle area, good circulation in that area. Now that you've been doing that eye area for a week, I'm going to give you a little advanced move for your eyes. This is not using the Anma, but you want to do it after you've completed your Anma exercises for the day. And that is to get in and use your fingers and do a little bit of pinching. So you're going to reach up in there and you're going to just lift with your thumb, press with your finger, and reach in there and roll around and find that muscle, the orbicularis that runs around here, and roll it around. I actually kind of feel like when I've got my thumb there, I'm getting underneath it, and it almost feels like there's a sheet of plastic or something in there. I want to get underneath that sheet, and I want to loosen those, soften those muscles up. I'm using very light pressure, just waiting for it to release, working all the way around. It's really finding that muscle. Now, I have a very strong muscle right here because I do that frowning. So I'm going to do the same thing in there. I'm going to get in there and really kind of reach in there and soften up that muscle. Now, you can do both sides at the same time, or you can do one at a time. But I'm just getting in there. Now, I've done this eye, and I'm going over it the second time. As I'm doing this eye, I can tell that this one has a lot more tension in it. This eye now is much softer after just going over it one time. So that's your advanced move for your eyes. Now, we're going to spend the bulk of our time today, we're going to be going over the mid-face. We're going to go over the cheeks, the jaw, the mouth area. So again, I'm going to get out my hyaluronic shea mask. It doesn't take very much. I'm just going to get a little bit on my finger. I'm going to warm it up a little bit, and I'm just going to apply just a little bit to this area that we're going to be working through here. Now, the acupressure points that we're going to be working on today, there are 2 points right down here, point right here, right up here, and right out here. So we've got a point here, we've got points down here, we've got up in those sinuses, feels so good in there. And again, if you're having trouble finding that acupressure point, don't worry, just do a number of little spots around there. Find the place where it feels good. Just find that area where it feels good. Get used to where it feels with your fingers. And then when you get your Anma out, you'll be able to use your thumbs and get into those points with your Anma. Now, the first thing you're going to do with your Anma on this area is you're going to do some very light movements up and down on the cheeks. We want to start really lightly. We don't need to use a lot of pressure. We want to wait for that fascia to begin to soften and relax, and then we can add in a little more pressure. So there's one side up and down. I'm going to come over here and do the other side again, staying nice and gentle. I'm going to go do some back and forth this way, back and forth across the jaw. I'm going to come back and do my acupressure points again. Hit those points. There's like a knot right there. It's good. Get in here, get that point, get a number of the points along here. It all feels good. It's not a problem. On this side, same thing. This is also a drainage release points for your sinuses. If you have allergies or any sinus issues going on, feels really good to get there. And then again, once again, we're going to get in there, do our up and down movements, our side to side movements along the jawline. Now, if you have TMJ, Spend some extra time. Get in there and do some extra time around these points around the ear. Get up in here and work all around the ear, doing lots of movements, getting a little bit behind the jawline here. Really getting in and loosening all of that up on both sides. So that's our lesson for today. We got an advanced lesson on eyes, and we're working on the chin and the cheeks and the lip area. So we're getting our lip area by going back and forth this way. You can also get in and do a little bit around this area going across the top. Soften that up. And that's it, folks. So now you have 3 things that you're going to be doing this week. You're going to be working your forehead, you're going to be working your eyes, and you're going to be working your mid-face. Next week, we'll take it down further and we'll begin to lift this other area down here, which is really fun. We all want to work on that. I hear a lot of complaints about the neck area. So we're going to get in and we're going to talk about that. So I hope you enjoyed today's lesson and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Thanks. Bye.